And before I kick this video off, y'all, if y'all feel me at all in this video, smash the like button. I don't want y'all to do it just yet. If I say anything that y'all feel, that's when you smash the like button. You see what I'm saying? Because we got to get this video all the way to the top because this one of them real deal Holyfields. Yesterday, Trench's News came on YouTube and broke the silence. Now, and denied allegations of being in witness protection and denied basically that ain't him telling as cooperator one and the initials in the case of MW. Now, y'all, I made the video of him being in witness protection 4 days ago after his family reached out to me and they told me that he was in there and they basically gave me in detail on what's going on and why he's in there. So I'm gonna break it down to y'all in great detail. Cooperator number one and cooperator number two solidifies the act of O Block being a racketeering enterprise. They are more important than anyone else in this case. Now, far as them having to prove that these guys killed Duck, CPD themselves have enough evidence to charge these niggas 10 times over. But it's bigger than the murder case. That's why the feds got involved. The feds got involved to scientifically prove a RICO on these guys. A federal RICO can result into lethal injection. So with that being said, far as cooperator number one and cooperators two importance in this case, it's the most important because these two proves the act of, again, a RICO racketeering group. So y'all know the feds is watching all this internet shit. So when they noticed that everybody was on top of Trench's News noggin about cooperator number one, which is one of the most important cooperators to solidify the RICO on these niggas, they jumped on it. Man, we got to make sure this nigga's safe so he can testify on October 10th. That's basically what his family member told me. They outside his house or location, wherever he at, and making sure that nothing happened to this man. Now, once they told me that, I started to do the research like, man, is you sure? Because I thought at first they was just on Trench's Newsnet about they wanted the MUWAP information from him, this and that. But whole time, it's bigger than that, y'all. His identification testimony of MUWAP, Butter's identification testimony of MUWAP, both of those identification testimonies have been thrown out and sealed on the 30th of August. Why? Because they wasn't around when Duck died. Trench's News went off to say that as well. I wasn't around when Duck died without the wham, so why would they need me in the Duck murder case? He is 100% right. They don't need Trench's News to prove that these guys killed Duck. They need Trench's News to prove that this is a RICO situation, y'all. And let me read this off to you. And that's why they is outside Trench's News house right fucking now, or wherever he at, y'all, and sitting outside and shit and making sure he is 100% safe. Because if something happened to him, they damn near lose the whole RICO situation. And let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man. That's MW. Let's go to this one. Now, a lot of y'all don't know how to read transcripts. Everything, it's all bracketed off. So each statement and what it clarifies, and have it highlighted right at the top. So real quick, all the statements under this is going to prove that O Block is an enterprise engaged in racketeering activity. Everything that's under this is going to prove that O Block is an enterprise. And guess whose statements fall under that? Cooperator number 1, y'all, from Newtown. We know that's you, Trench. Your statement proves that O Block again is a enterprise. For those that don't know how to read transcripts, all you have to do is read the category and read the statements under that. Everything that's under that proves this category. So everything under this, y'all, every statement under there proves that O Block is an enterprise. But get this. This is even the worst part. Everything under this proves that O Block is engaged in racketeering activity. And guess who statements fall in that? Cooperator 1, back at it. Cooperator 1 and Cooperator 2 is the ones that is most important in this case. Nigga, a gun, listen, bro, a murder weapon wouldn't be more important in this case than Cooperator 1 and Cooperator 2. Because without Cooperator 1 and Cooperator 2, it's just a murder case. But with Cooperator 1 and Cooperator 2, it's a RICO case. Niggas is facing lethal injection with these niggas. As you can see here, everything under here falls in and proves that O Block is engaged in racketeering activity. The government expects that Cooperator 1, if called, listen, Cooperator 1 will be called. He have to be called. Why? Because his statements and 2 are the only statements that can prove this. Cooperator 1, members controlled the drug trade inside Parkway Gardens when he lived there and continued to do so till today. According to Cooperator 1, O Block members would use vacant apartments to store firearms, narcotics, and no one could sell drugs inside a Parkway's garden without permission of O Block members. Cooperator 1, y'all, is the most, and 2, I can't take nothing away from 2. Cooperator 2 is just as important as Cooperator number 1. But these 2 niggas is the most important. Okay? Everything else just proves the murder. Cooperator number 1 and Cooperator 2 proves the RICO. Cooperator 3, which is Butter, proves the deadly rival with STL EBT dating back at least a decade. And that's why Butter names Cooperator 3 comes up in this. Because his statements proves this. And Cooperator 2 and Cooperator 1 statements proves this. And Cooperator 2 and Cooperator 1, Cooperator 2, Cooperator 2, and Cooperator 1 statements proves this. And these is what categorize this as a RICO overview of O Block as an enterprise engaged in racketeering activity. Like Trenches. Like you, I don't know who you think you're dealing with, but nigga, I am one smart motherfucker, man. You can't talk circles around me, brother. I understand why they would actually make sure you is safe to go testify on October 10th. I understand that. You see what I'm saying? Because you and number 2 is the niggas that prove the RICO. Without y'all, it's just a murder case. Without y'all, it ain't federal. Without y'all, this thing can't go federal. And if we go to the initials, now if we go to the initials, what really cook it, like listen, man, what really cook it, the initials, man. Cooperator 2. You see what I'm saying? Cooperator 2 and Cooperator 1 really like fucks a lot, like really put niggas under the line of fire. You see what I'm saying? Those witnesses, witness is a murder, y'all. Cooperator and witness is 2 different things. Witnesses are to the murder. Cooperators are the niggas that is solidifying this young RICO. 2 different ball games. You see what I'm saying? 2 different ball games. One major, one minor. You see what I'm saying? Those niggas that's, let me show y'all something. MW, here we go right here. Those niggas that's individual MD is MW is a confidential source or informant for the government. Although the details have not yet been provided to the defense, it appears that MW has been paid for the information he has provided in the case. See, MW has provided RICO information in this case. far as his testimony, far as anything happening to Duck, it don't hold weight. You see what I'm saying? But him being a confidential informant that is solidifying the RICO, do y'all honestly think that the feds gonna let something happen to him? Hey, come on, man. 1 + 1 = 2, bro. Like, you coming on here trying to say you not in witness protection. Like, nigga, who you trying to fool? Like, come on now, bro. You are a federal informant that is testifying, which is cooperator number 1, an individual MW, has inside testimonies and statements that prove this RICO case, a federal case, and that they see all over the internet that people know that it's you. Let me give my wife a kiss before she go, y'all. Now look, that proves that this is a RICO case. You honestly think they're gonna sit back and let somebody hurt you, man? No, nigga, they gonna go outside your house and make sure you straight. So once I did the homework after his family told me that, oh, it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So for him to come on here and say this ain't him telling, like, bro, it's you. We know it's you. He got out in 2017. That's when he started relying information. I even told y'all that. He got out in 2017. But Butter's involvement in this case, it don't prove a RICO on O Block, but it does prove a war between EBT, STL, and O Block for years. You see what I'm saying? And his identification of Muwop just got thrown out on the 30th. So when Butter go up there to say his statement, he ain't gonna be able to mention his identification of Muwop or any of it. Trenches News ain't gonna be able to do it either. So with that being said, y'all, if y'all feel anything I said in this video, let me know in the comment section below. Trenches News trying to deny all this, but his statement is the biggest and most important thing in this case. Why? Because again, it proves that this is all a RICO, y'all. It proves it's a RICO. Like his shit, this is more serious than identifying it's Muwop, y'all. So with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm out.